Woohoo! Look at that intro. Welcome to episode 1 of many, where I attempt to get every class in the game to 1550, because I'm shit, so 1550 is the limit. First class up is Warrior. The first half of this video was recorded when Season 3 had just come out, and my character has minimal upgrades. It's pretty much all Season 2 stuff. Having the Season 2 stuff in the first couple of days of Season 3 was not an issue. I was able to climb rating, I was able to be competitive, hold my own. It wasn't until a week later that it really posed an issue, and that's when Death Knights, Demon Hunters, Evokers, Invokers, whatever they're called, Monks, Paladins, they all started popping off with crazy fanatical amounts of damage. It was outrageous. It started getting tough. It was getting real tough. Those classes were just melting people, one-shotting people left, right, and center. Or even Elemental Shaman. Elemental Shaman with the procs. Oh yeah, I don't know if this was a thing prior to Season 3, but it certainly is now. Dragons can just fly up and kill you. I don't know if this has been fixed or patched or changed or whatever, but it surprises me that more people aren't doing this. It'll certainly be something I'm looking into doing when I gear my dragon and figure out how to play it. Maybe that'll be the next one I do. I don't know. Trying to kill the Shadow Priest. Boom, onto this guy. That's a failed stun. I really need to make some macros for arena targeting, which I still don't have. When you have more gear, you can afford to make mistakes because you can damage more, you can survive more. You know what I mean? I'm only as skilled as I am. Only practice will change that. So I definitely need gear to even that out. It's something that I struggled with in hindsight. Looking back, it was like, no, it's real simple. You just need to get better gear. But obviously with me being impatient and having to wait for cap out to reset, stuff like that, it posed a big issue because I just wanted it now. Day 1, a few hours in, 1481, I'm thinking this is going to be easy. Boy, was I wrong. And then upon getting to 1481, I got absolutely wrecked. It made me question my entire existence up to this stage. Because I just had it so easy getting to 1480, I was getting cocky, you know? I thought I was going up to 1800, 2k. Oh, this is going to be easy. This is going to be a blast. What are we even talking about? Obviously not. From there, it was a matter of bombing completely out to 1300, even 1100 sometimes. And then slowly winning my way back up to 1390, 1400, just to bomb out again. In some of them, I was doing good damage, and some of them I was doing bad damage. I couldn't figure it out. Is my gear good enough? Is it not? Is my skill bad? What the hell's going on? Every time I'd win 2 or 3 in a row, I knew I was about to get into a lobby with people that no matter what I did, I just could not win. I'd watch them work together and then I'd get on their team and they were just non-responsive to me. Hey, should we go for this guy? Should we go for that guy? Just nothing. Nothing out of them. At all. This made me think something fishy was going on. But at such low level, like why bother? I was still rocking last season's spec. I knew something was wrong and I needed to change it, so I started reading into stuff. Set bonuses are a thing, and they work with your spec, and you should probably read that, because it's good. And here's me saying this wouldn't be educational. You're welcome. So the easiest thing to fix, and most immediate problem, is gear. So it was back to Battlegrounds. Back to the basics, which is what I should have done in the first place. It's how the game was designed. But hey, I have a thing with doing things the hard way, and it's usually because I jump straight in and just start doing stuff. In this case, playing the game. And this led me to my next great idea. I had to figure out what's going on with the game. So usually when I grab these quests, I just grab the ones I think I'll complete, and I don't even bother reading them. I just kind of PvP until there's a question mark there. So I've been told about the weekly PvP world quest thingy-mabob, but I've never picked it up or read it or turned it in. You know, I thought it's probably a good time to do that. It's going to make my life a little bit easier with gearing out. Because every time you do it, you get a new piece of gear, right? Well, bracer or a wrist or something like that. You have to save up for the big stuff. And some of it's quite good. There's also an entire world of lovely people that you can meet while you're doing it. I didn't realize that even if you're Horde, it flags you for PvP against other Horde unless you're in a group in these areas. So there's a good chance I brought this upon myself because I do remember attacking someone. But, you know, why can't I just kill them all? Why am I taking damage at all, you know? If I can't 1v5 a group of people who clearly have a healer or whatever else they got and a tank, I mean, what the hell are you even doing, Blizzard? Warriors need to be able to 1v5 people, obviously. It makes sense, you know? Yeah. This happened a few times and I started thinking maybe they were getting sick of it. Oh look, a resurrection. Is this a truce? Have they decided to let me live? No, it was not. It was not. It was them raising me to kill me again. How am I going to get around this? So I came up with 1,000 million bajillion IQ plan that no one has ever thought of before. So the next time, I was going to wait it out. I was going to wait till the boss was nice and low. Resurrect, jump in there, attack, tag the boss, loot it, get credit, whatever. Because that's the coward's way out, and I had no other option at this stage. And then after that I thought, you know what, I'll just try fight them. Even though it hasn't worked 5 times already, it might work this time. Surely it works this time. And then I died. At this stage, I had earned their respect, so they threw me a resurrection and celebrated my bravery with a dancing circle. And that's the story of how I became friends with 5 random people. The end. Just kidding. Alright, we're a little bit off topic. Back to the gearing. So after reading the warrior's set bonuses from the PvP gear you turn into that altar thing, I realized that Bloodthirst criticals get way more damage. So I figured I would, chuck some points in Bloodthirst because that makes sense. While doing my little research, if that's what you can call it, found this website which is pretty good. It's got all the classes on the left, real easy to use, probably well known at this stage, but for anyone who doesn't know, you pick a class, whichever class you're leveling or you want to gear out, you pick whatever spec you plan on going, then you can pick your game mode, 3v3, RBG, whatever. Once you're in there, you can scroll down, you can see the top people in the world, or at least the top people on the website, and you can see their stat priority, which talent points people are choosing to take. I find the best way is to cross-reference multiple people. I'll go into the solo queue, I'll look at the top 3, see if they're all the same, go into the 3v3, look at the top 3, see if they're all doing the same thing. And then you can see their gear, what kind of choices they've made with where they've got their set items and where they've got Hellbloom or they're crafted, where they've put their gem sockets, embellishments, enchants, what kind of gems they're running, all that kind of stuff. It's good. So what I find that I do is I go on there and I gear out a tune, or rather spec out a tune, and then I learn the abilities afterward. I'm just like, well, if they're doing it, I'll do it, right? And then I learn everything as I play, read into stuff and figure out what's going on. And of course, coupled with that is add-ons. Add-ons help a lot. I've been half-assed PvPing for so long. Anyone who sees this who knows me is going to be amazed, right? Look at me go. So I got the GladiatorIOSA or IOSA or whatever it is. I then got Weakaurus and had to figure out how to make Weakaurus. Or not make them, but rather just use the pre-made ones. Set them up. Pre-made aura, icon, buff, debuff, whatever it is you want. In this case I want Enrage. Nice and simple, it'll glow when it's on. So yep, that's all set up, good to go. Then you can place it out on your screen where it's nice and handy, where you can see it, where it's shiny. Just move that window out of the way and place it wherever you want. Keeping in mind if you do two, one doesn't show up when the other one shows up, it's weird. Yep, then you go test it out and of course you see that it's glowing and working. Boom, good to go, off you pop. Then of course you got your old gem slot token thing so you can buy, which I just learned about. You boost on over to the Great Vault, and if you don't want to pick any gear, there'll be these nice little tokens down the bottom. And what you can do with those tokens is you pop one over to the dude over there, then you use those tokens at this guy to get these little socket things, and you can just whack those socket things on like head, rings or chest or whatever it says, and then you can have like extra mastery or versatility or whatever you want. Sick! I'll definitely be visiting this when I get around to doing a feral druid. I'll be stacking mastery everywhere and trying to get bleeds that deal as much damage as possible. So finally, after all of that, I was ready to get back into the arenas and start my grind again to try and get above 1550.
Camouflage.
We had just done a few rounds and no one had targeted this healer. I thought, I'll give this a go. I'll give this a go. I was getting a bit cocky, to be honest. Not today, brother. Not today. Boom! Light a bolt. Light a bolt. Still got another stun. Boom! That one felt really good. I was in the zone. If only I could do this every single time. Just living my life frozen to death. Walking around after everyone, slow as can be.
Precognition. Alter time. Down. Shield. Fairy swarm. Precognition down. Ice Gains down. T down. Mass discount. Metamorph down.
Hitting on this guy. This was the worst round I played in this one. Unfortunately, I kept forgetting to record, so it's the only round I got. Like that Demon Hunter thing, whatever that is, protection thing, I don't know what that is or how long it lasts, so I just go on the healer.
Typhoon. Mind game. Trinketed. Trinketion. PS down. Metamorph down. Power Foundation. In prison. Solar beam. Cyclone. Infusion down. Heart of the Wild. Down. Will of the Forsaken.
Failure.
Eruption.
Another failed stun attempt because I wasn't watching my cooldowns.
Wild Charge. Metamorph down. No big heal. Massive Trampoline. Cyclone. Mind Game.
Cyclone. I usually keep my focus as the other DPS on my team just so that I can see what they're hitting, because I've been in too many things where we agree on something and we don't go for it. I think in this case we just
Typhoon.
weren't working together or
Immolation.
just being bad.
Blur. Darkness.
And now we're both on the Demon Hunter.
Mind Game. The Hunt.
I think it was a little too late at this stage.
Ball Skin. Wild Charge.
Yeah, now he's, tried some failed CC, just standing there watching the guy. Oh god.
Trinketed. Immolation. Cyclone. Reverse Magic.
And you win some, you lose some. But I won 5! Yeah, boy! And there it is. There's the end of it. The first one at least. 1 down, 13 more to go. Here's a little glimpse at what my gear looked like at the end. Still got a couple greens. You can see that there is haste where there shouldn't be if I was going for a mastery build. I did start the process of trying to get more mastery and go that way, but it's not complete yet, and I haven't got any video recordings of that. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, on to the next one. Cheers.